Hey guys, it's Burgers here, and today I'm going to talk about the merits. Currently, the number is 10 million merits, and some people are going to say, "Yo, bro, this is too low. There is a people with 50 million merits." Yes, that's correct. There is a people with way too much merits from me. Currently, I have like 12 million, but I actually stopped fighting till we actually got get the dragon. If we built these bastions here, I actually stop fighting because basically nothing happened. Just a couple people, like 2, 3 people going out with couple legions. So yeah, I'm going to share with you how I get my massive merits, and these days is even more easy this thing to happen. And I'm going to start with the first strategy. This is going to be very good strategy also for free to play players or for people who is struggle in general in the mass wars. Since mass wars is the thing that win the wars. When two alliances gather their people, most of the times they get the winning alliance get territory, destroy towers, and everything else. So first thing first, of course, I'm not going to show you like 5 awakened legions or something like this. You need range legions. That is maybe obvious, but it didn't actually matter what kind of heroes you have. You maybe get lucky, get Bertrand from the wiki spin, or maybe I don't know who else. It's like Frygar or Nikor or whatever. The heroes you have here, use them. And the strategy is pretty simple. This is one of the strategy I'm going to show you. I'm basically going to share everything I know, especially when you fight as a WoW power. Currently, I have way more power from back in the days, but yeah, it's going to apply the same. The first thing first, you go out with the legions. Maybe I'm going to pick this one. I have one infantry because yeah, at this power, people are expecting for you to have infantry, and most of the times you're going to see infantry on the battlefield. So the point here is, as a free-to-play player, let the whales and krakens, or I don't know, mid spenders or WoW spenders fight between the legions. Your main purpose is going to kill the infantry. Period. Just stay back. I mean, some people are going to watch the fight and they're going to be, oh my god, I wanna jump. Bruh, you're going to die just from the splash damage. You're going to die from the artifacts. There is a lot of things that is going to kill your weak legion, especially if you're tier 4. So the best way to get value in huge wars is just to attack the infantry. Stay behind. People are fighting here. The enemies is here. You stay somewhere here where is the mage, and you only wait the infantry. And boy oh boy, this season with these new infantry heroes, um, Mogro and Danfel, also Goro's Kogo, all these legions, you're just going to get better trades from this to go and actually fight with the enemy range units. And you're going to play smart like this. I mean, if you create 4 legions, at some point, yeah, the Goresh is going to give you a pretty decent counter attack. But if you attack Mage, if you attack Marksman, you're going to get 100% counter attack. Goresh with some extra stuffs may hit like 100, 100 counter, but in general, by default, the range units is having 100. And you're going to avoid all the Lilia, Velen, Wodir splash damage and tons of artifact splash damage. And you're not going to get catched. You know, when you fight and you try to poke, you fight, you poke, you go back, and blah blah blah. Like this, you're not going to have to even do that. So it's even the lazy way to do it. Just go there and kill the infantry. And if the enemy don't have infantry on the battlefield, they run like crazy. Period. They run like crazy. Most of the times. If you have like 3 infantry against 3 infantry and massive 2 bows behind this infantry, the moment one of the infantry die is the moment where one of the bow is going to rush over the other one, and the one that don't have infantry is going to start running away. And this is how you're going to support your alliance, and you're going to get best rates in general uh, on the battlefield. So this is one of the ways. Just only focus infantry. Of course, this apply also for cavalry. Don't stay too away, because if you're somewhere here and there is some cavalry army group, they can easily strike you. So if there is some mages fighting here, you just sit here. Sit way behind to not get splash damage, to not get artifact hit. And the moment the infantry show up, attack it. The moment cavalry show up, attack it. This is my every time I give this suggestion every time somebody who is asking me for some PvP advice. And you're going to end up with a lot of merits, because you're not going to get catched. On the front lines, you may poke, but somebody may poke you, and this may hurt. And again, also hitting the range units, it's just 100% counterattack. If you hit Kinara Hosk, going to be even more. So this is my suggestion for, players who don't have that much power. I see a lot of complainings. Pay to win. Yeah, every game is pay to win. Of course, if somebody spends some money on the game, he most likely have to get some advantage over the person who is not spending some money on the game. I think people are looking for some kind of equality, equal stuff, but it's not how the things work. Okay, so this is for mass melee. For small fights, you can do absolutely the same. If you're like group from 3-4 people, in case like this, I suggest go just with one legion, your best legion, and you can do some poking, some attacking. For example, if you're like me, I have Lilia, I have Bertrand, Stocher, Velin, Wodir. Where's Wodir? They are awakened 6 stars. I mean, I have pretty big, let's say, hero pick. I can pick from a lot of heroes. But if I have to go with single legion, it's going to be Lilia Velen. And I think this is something with the small, when there is not many people, because it's way more easy to get some army cavalry group jumping on you. When there is like 50 legions here, most likely people are not going to make, maybe they're going to make, I don't know, cavalry groups. But if there is like 10 people, 12 people, there is a huge chance somebody to make army group with cavalry and directly strike your legions. So in case like this, I suggest just go with one. And the main reason is you don't want to fill your hospital. If you don't have some power, maybe the most important thing, if you don't have a lot of power, you have to play smart. Period. You have to play smart. You cannot play the same way how one whale are going to play or how one kraken is going to play. You may try, but the results is not going to be the same. And there is something else. Of course, the biggest power people have more free healing. Right now I have 706k. Hopefully in the future this number rise. But if you have low power and not many troops, most likely this number is going to be lower. So you lose on a lot of places if you try to play like a whale or a kraken. Now the other thing that you may actually want to do is, this is very time consuming. I don't suggest it, but it's a good way to get some extra merits here and there. But you can get catched, and this is of course going with the cavalry around the map, trying to pick some extra fuel. Maybe here we're going to see somebody's farming, maybe not, maybe some AFK legions, but this is extremely risky, so I don't actually suggest that. And we're going to go back again on the mass fights. What else you can do in the mass fights? In general, I like the mass fights when it's your alliance prime time to actually try to make most of your merits. I watch myself like 2 or 3 seasons trying was 2 seasons non-stop fighting, and I fight on in a season where I fight only when my alliance was pushing. The difference is 4 million merits. That's correct. I was making 18 million merits. After this, I make 12, but I stop. I can make it easily 14 million merits. The reason is you don't going to make a lot of merits and you're going to get a lot of bad traits when you don't fight with your alliance. So this is maybe rule number one. When your alliance say we got her, better be there from this just when you come online. I mean, I understand if you have something to do, it's completely normal. We have also real life, but try to push everything when you catch a time when your alliance is on. You can fool your hospital at this moment. You can do whatever you like with your prime time of your alliance. Something else that I can suggest with the huge pushes, because yeah, when there is a prime time, there is a huge push. When there is no prime time, you can walk with 5 legions and get destroyed. Is spend the troops you don't need. What I mean by that is I'm a mage main. So I'm going to take care about my mages. Now you can be a tier 5, you can be tier 4, this don't matter. You want to have your main troop always ready. But rest of the troops you actually don't need. Period. You just don't need rest of the troops. So you can join with your cavalry in army group. You can join with your infantry again in army group. You can save your marksman for the infantry. You know this strategy when you kill only the infantry. But rest of the units you just don't need them. So better put them in some army group or just use them on the battlefield. Just don't let these troops sit like like you having like 700k cavalry and you don't use them because right now there is useless to use them because blah blah blah. Just use all the troops. Now from here come the question, of course. If I use all of my troops, I mean, let's say cavalry and infantry, how I can kill the Darkling patrols? Well, in case like this, you can go and do some forts. Forts are giving way more resources from, for example, Darkling patrols. Way more resources. One fort is giving like 3.5. Is it 3.5? I don't remember, but at least 3 times more resources. And if your target is to have more resources to fight, yeah, definitely forts are the thing. Now here, of course, depend, do you need arrows, do you need Chatri to open your tier 5? But in general, you can just go and do forts. You can support your alliance with some chests that come from forts. Level 13, as you can see, it's like 70k, which is a lot of case, to be honest. And yeah, something else that I have to mention. We already talked about killing infantry, about the cuffs. Yeah, cuffs alone, cuffs, you need a lot of time and you can just get catched out of guard and somebody can kill all of your legions or just swarm you. We talk about the infantry and cavalry. Now I was thinking is a good strategy with you know, I have, for example, Phoenix Eye, level 5, just, you know, to hit the enemy with with this thing, with Phoenix Eye and go back. But it's really time consuming and I cannot afford just sitting and waiting every minute and a half to attack with the hope that I hit um, more units. So in general, I think this is the couple things I can say. If you have some good idea, you can share it in the comments below. There is many people who will be happy to get some extra information in general. So yeah, I guess it's all for this video, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, see you in the next video.